guys, it's Tracy Mitchell VA with thisis50.com, the home of everything 50 Cent and G Unit. Today I got my special guest, Sleeze.
What up with you?
How you feeling today?
Pretty good. I'm glad
Pretty
to be
good.
here.
I know you're having a great year so far, being that you just dropped your song Leap of Faith. How you feeling about it?
Oh man, it's awesome. It's an awesome project. Like the whole thing, like the visuals for it, the sound, the quality, everything. Go check that out. That Leap of Faith.
For sure. So your full name is Sleeze the Kingpin. Tell me about how you got your name.
Just some jail stuff came about. I beat like a couple charges and like out where I'm at in Kansas. They after that they pretty much they were just looking at me like man, who are good? I'm from Atlanta, but I'm out there in Kansas, and they looking at me like, who are you? Like, man, I'm talking about I was in there. Like I couldn't even tell them like my charges in there because of everything. So after I beat all that, and I came out, they just started calling me Kingpin. So, I was already Sleeze. Just put it all together.
Do you feel like you beat the odds when you got out?
Oh, but of course, like, they were trying to, like, charge me with stuff like most black men, no, you ain't getting out for that. They wouldn't give me a bond when I went in. Like, how serious it was.
They didn't even give you a bond?
I didn't get a bond. Like, I didn't get a first phone call. They had me in the hole for 7 days. It was wild. It was wild. So I know I'm blessed to be here today.
How did you even keep your head up through those dark times?
Oh man, like to me, like Hakuna Matata, like man, take every day by day. I don't stress about nothing. Like I already know, like things gonna play out how they gonna play out. So, like to me, like if it was time for me to go, like I was supposed to be there. But everybody praying for me, prayed up, and I was real. I got like a lot of good sleep in there. I ain't had to answer no phones. I ain't had to watch no kids. I was good. Like, you got to feed me 3 times? Like, yeah, I'm straight.
Yeah, is there anything good behind bars? Because I ain't never been behind bars. I know some people watching this have. Like, is there anything that you've like, hey, this ain't that bad?
Man, it was more boring because they had me on, they had me solitaire the whole time. Like, they had me by myself.
What?
Yeah, and I maxed out. So, the only thing, it was boring. And I couldn't get no good commissary. I didn't realize I was addicted to food until I got in there. I couldn't eat it I normally eat. Yeah.
What was you eating during them times?
Oh man, ragged bologna sandwiches, and what? Whatever they bring around. Some days better than others.
For sure.
It's like, other than that, jail ain't really that bad. It's boring. I wouldn't recommend you go back. You saw it on the street, you're going to be selling in there too. For
sure. Well, I did my research on you, and then you talked about how being in jail made you realize how much you need to start taking your life serious. So that's how you got into music. Yeah. Tell me about that transition.
Like one day I woke up, I'm like, man, you know what, this ain't for me. Like, I woke up, and before I don't care, whatever going to happen. I woke up, I'm like, man, and like my son, I talked to him on the phone, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't for me. I'm like, yeah, I got to beat this. So after that, when I got out, it was like, man, I changed my environment. No more dumb stuff. Like I'm passive on a lot of things. I let a lot of things go there before I spazzed out. Like now, like man, we can't talk it out. Like I just don't need to talk to you. Period.
I'm sure that makes you want to just avoid anything that's drama related.
I'm talking about everything confrontation. Even like man, my baby moms get too loud. Like we ain't even gonna talk right now. We gonna come back to this situation later.
Thanks.
Like, when we calm about it, like we can be more level-headed and whatnot.
Facts. It seems like you grew an amazing mindset from that situation. You're very inspirational too. You share a lot of your stories in your music. So what was the process? Did you write your first song? Did you just go to the studio? How did you get into making music?
Pretty much, I got relatives that's already like in the music industry, and they pretty much they just pushed me into it. Like, yeah, you got the voice, you already got like the little background for it and everything. Like, man, like, you might as well just go ahead and, so that's how pretty much I just jumped in there. Like, yeah, hey, like, this is me. And I just started progressing with it.
You said you had some relatives. Is there anybody notable that we might know that?
My cousin Slow Music signed with 808 Southside Mafia. Like, he Grammy nominated for a track on God's Plan.
Wow,
yeah,
that's a big record.
Track 5. Yeah, with the God's Plan CD, Track 5. But I'll keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you get affiliated with PizPoll Records? Because I had an artist in here named Wo Hot. He's with that record label. Are you still with them?
Yeah, no, that's my record label. I'm the one that's me.
You're the owner?
Yeah, I just went ahead and created it.
That's dope.
Yeah, Wo Hot. Yeah, that's my first artist I ever signed. Like, we going to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about, like, it's getting big.
It's getting big.
Yeah, it's getting big.
And he's a dope artist himself.
Yeah,
like, what made you believe in him and want to have him a part of the team?
Somebody brought him to me. He was like, man, I know you do your thing, rap, blah, blah, blah. I got this young boy, he ready to go. He just ain't got nobody backing him. And he played me some of his music, and I listened to it. I'm like, man, he raw potential. Like, he just ain't got no guidance or nothing. Like, man, you rock with me, we're gonna get you there. Like, he really on his way.
Mm-hmm.
Like him, like, yeah, he really on his way. He building up.
So would you consider yourself an Atlanta native?
I'm like a nomad, I'm from I was born in Los Angeles. I grew up in Ohio. I grew up in Atlanta.
Dang.
Then I'm in the Army. I really went worldwide after that.
You in the Army?
Yeah, I'm really.
What year did you get out?
What I got out 2010, something like 2012. So I don't know. It was a while ago. I did like 8 years in there.
Would you say that opened you up to the world and
it did.
what's out there?
It made me realize like it's a lot out there we don't know about, like different cultures.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, different, like some everything.
Is there anything like? How about a country? Like, is there a country you visited that you thought you never would?
Oh, Afghanistan. Like,
yeah. What was that like?
I mean,
coming off the plane.
Oh man, hey, I was so green. I hopped off the plane. I'm standing behind the plane, right? And it I'm like, man, I can't live in this heat. Like, and
this is different kind of heat.
Yeah, I'm talking about this is the craziest heat I ever felt. And I realized that I'm right behind the jets, and like it's blowing hot air on me off the plane and shit. I was out there, I'm about to spaz out. Like, man, I can't be. It got to be like 120 degrees out here. Yeah, and I got on all my equipment and whatnot. I'm like, man, I ain't about to make it out here. The plane took off and it wasn't even that bad out there, like 90 degrees or something like that.
It's just that plane.
Yeah, standing right behind them jets. Like, yeah, I'm like, man, I can't live like this. I don't see how these people do it.
Did you get any chance to like experience the land, or did you just have to go straight into work there?
Oh, out there, like, no, it ain't no like we out touring. I mean, I had to go to like other fobs, I handle like people paperwork and whatnot. So I had to go like other. Man, I ain't like, man, that dangerous. That ain't for me. That's a different type of danger. I almost got blew up like a couple times. They had
what?
Yeah, they brought a V bed on there, like one of them vehicles ready to blow up. And I'm talking about we knew what it was, because they called over to us, so we knew what it was. So I go over there, I'm looking at it, and it blew up. And then they had it over there where our fuel was, so it blew up like another vehicle and some more fuel. It was crazy. Yeah.
Dang, so you've been through a lot.
I mean, a little bit. I've been through it.
Shoot, Army, jail, you a family man, like experience different facets of life. And now you're doing the music, and you're a boss man too with your label. So what would you say is your biggest highlight so far in your music career?
On my music, right now it ain't even music. It's on my fighter. I got an MMA fighter.
You're an MMA fighter?
No, I got one.
Oh,
I managed that too. Like, I'm hands